Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the Patriotic Talk Network, where truth, common sense, and freedom still matter. RL, your host, with talent on loan from God, still hanging around to deliver what the drive-by media won't dare touch. And yes, as always, I've got half my brain tied behind my back just to make it fair. Now, I told you this would happen. The so-called experts said it would never work. They said tariffs would tank the economy, skyrocket inflation, cause mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together, economic doomsday. And what happened? President Donald J. Trump, the man who wrote The Art of the Deal, pulled off the greatest economic checkmate in modern history. And the American people? We're winning, baby. Winning. Prices? Down. Gas? Down. Stock market? Through the roof. And the best part? No inflation. None. Zilch. You know, the left loves to talk about people paying their fair share. Right? Oh, they want you to pay your fair share. Your neighbor, your plumber, your Uber driver, your Aunt Millie with the Etsy shop. They better cough it up or it's gulag time. But China? Germany? Mexico? Nah. Let 'em ride the American gravy train for free. That's been their motto for decades. Oh, but RL, tariffs are protectionist. Yeah. And so is locking your front door. So is putting your kid in a car seat. Protection is a good thing, folks. I mean, that's what the government's for, remember? National defense, border protection, and yes, economic protection. Trump just remembered what the founders already knew. If you let foreign countries dump cheap goods into your economy and steal your manufacturing base, pretty soon you're eating bugs and wondering why your kid's iPad says Made in Pyongyang. And the press? Huh. The economic experts at CNN, who wouldn't know a tariff from a turnip, predicted this would all blow up. Trump's trade war will cause massive inflation. They screamed it. They tweeted it. They wrote tear-stained op-eds about how our grocery stores would look like Venezuela. Well, guess what, Anderson? We've got eggs. We've got bacon. We've got 87 octane for under $3 a gallon. And we've got the Dow setting records like it's LeBron James on opening night. And why? Because the tariffs worked. Companies that used to manufacture in Malaysia, Indonesia, or the Chinese slave factory network are now looking back to America. Made in the USA is back in vogue, baby. Now remember, under Biden, sotto voce, or whoever was really running that White House, everything was upside down. Tariffs? Bad. Chinese slave labor? Not a problem. Gas? $6 a gallon. Eggs? A luxury item. Inflation? Transitory, they said. Like a rash that never goes away. But with Trump back at the helm, it's not transitory. It's temporary, because it's gone. Why? Because we've got a businessman running things again. Not a community organizer. Not a climate cultist. Not a guy hiding in his basement with 18 mask layers and a Fauci bobblehead. A man. A leader. A deal maker. A warrior. Let me break it down. A tariff is simply a tax on them, not on you. The Chinese subsidize their companies. They manipulate their currency. They undercut U.S. manufacturers. So Trump said, fine, you want access to the greatest market in the world? Pay for it. That's it. Common sense. And guess what happened? Did inflation spike? No. Did the consumer collapse? No. You still bought your phones, your microwaves, your spandex yoga pants, just without feeding the red dragon in the process. They said it would cause a depression. I said, it'll cause China's depression. And it did. Folks, that's not bluster. That's results. And folks, I almost dropped my cigar when I heard this one. Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? Even Bill Maher. Yes, that Bill Maher, Mr. Smug Real Time, who's made a second career out of mocking Trump every Friday night. Even he just admitted, wait for it, Trump was right about tariffs. You heard me. Not half right. Not sorta kinda right. Right. Bill Maher, who once said Trump was a traitor, a lunatic, and worse, just said, and I quote, Trump may have had a point. Maybe America was getting ripped off and tariffs are the way to fix it. What's next? Rachel Maddow reading the Constitution? Anderson Cooper buying a MAGA hat? Folks, when even Bill Maher throws in the towel and says, yeah, okay, Trump had it right. You know the house of cards is falling. That's not a red flag. That's a red, white, and blue banner waving high over a winning economy. Smooth transition back to main script, continued after Maher's segment. And just like that, the narrative starts to collapse. Trump's instincts, honed by decades in business, not decades in a faculty lounge, have once again exposed the failure of the elite class. The guy they mocked, laughed at, censored, and impeached was right. Again. And now, they're just trying to quietly tiptoe back and say, well, maybe he wasn't that crazy. Too late, folks. RL and all of you knew it first. We've been broadcasting the truth from the Patriotic Talk Network from day one. And now, even the lefties are peeking over the fence going, can I borrow some of that common sense? Now, Democrats want corporations to pay more taxes. They want the rich to pay more taxes. They want you to drive a solar scooter and eat crickets, all in the name of equity. But when it comes to other countries paying their fair share, silence. When Trump said NATO countries should pay up, they clutched their pearls. How dare he insult our allies? Allies! Germany couldn't keep the lights on without Russian gas, and they want to lecture US on foreign policy. So let's recap. Trump comes in, slaps tariffs on China, strengthens American industry, lowers prices, gas comes down, inflation vanishes. And what do the Democrats do? Whine, cry, protest, throw soup at statues. You want results? You want America respected again? Don't ask a career bureaucrat. Ask a builder. Ask a boss. Ask Trump. This is how you do it. See, folks, this is how it's done. Folks, the great lesson here is this. Leadership matters. Competence matters. Common sense matters. You don't need a degree in Keynesian economics from the Ivy League to understand that strong borders, strong industries, and strong tariffs make for a strong country. And once again, Trump proved the experts wrong. Again, and again, and again. Don't doubt me. RL, your guide through the murky swamp of media lies and liberal lunacy, broadcasting live on the Patriotic Talk Network. And I'll be back tomorrow, with half my brain still tied behind my back, just to make it fair.